Hey guys, Arm&Gun here. Going to do a quick disassembly video on the FAMAE SG 542. This is going to serve as the general disassembly video for the 542 and the 543 that I have as well. So, real quick, I'm also going to show how to pop off the rear stock, show how easy that is to change out. This one does have a GS Designs ACR stock adapter on it, which is a pretty nice piece if you are looking to add a little more adjustable stock to your FAMAE platform. Again, these are going to be able to be used on the 543 series, even on the SAF series. They all share a same rear block that you can put all these on. So I'm just going to take a 6mm hex head wrench, pop this screw out. It's not in there very tight. And guys, that's it. This is gonna pop right off, wiggle it off, and that's it. There's your ACR stock and stock adapter. These are pretty simple to take out. You just gotta pop a roll pin out to get those in there. There's also a little spring inside there as well. You'll just reuse all those components from your ACR stock. That's the back of the rifle there. Now there's also ACR stock adapters, or sorry, AR buffer tube stock adapters. That again goes right on there like that. It is a little beefy. It adds quite a bit onto the back of the rifle. But still a cool option if you want to run an AR stock on a FAMAE rifle. This is your standard stock that would come with the rifle. And that's what it looks like really loosely. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to bother putting it on, just simply to show you what the general appearance is. Now we're going to finish disassembly of the rifle, give it a quick clean, and pop it back together again. So this does have the SIG style push pins where you have to push in this, which draws in these little detents. While that's in, you pop it out, and they can remain captured, or you can pull them right out if you press this down again and keep pulling. So we'll take the lower fully off the gun. You have to pull the front pin out all the way to get the lower off. The lower is just the trigger group, and again, this one's got one of GS Designs adjustable trigger stops just to take off the over travel. You can fine tune these to turn them basically into a two-stage trigger. GS Designs has a good video doing that already, so I'll leave it at that. Just check out his page on YouTube here and see he's got some good videos. So same things apply to the SIG 550 series of rifles. From here, you can pop out the handguard. It's retained, as you can see, by that rear pin through there, front pin through there. These just mate and slide together, locking in like that. Now, all the SIGs have the same system. It's very much like an AK. However, the piston isn't directly attached to the carrier, at least not permanently. It's got the cocking handle is what holds the two together. So this is cocking handle retaining latch. You push this down, pull out the cocking handle, and now you can see there's a gap in there, and that's what separates your piston system and recoil system from the bolt carrier. You can just draw this back. This all slides out the back of the receiver. And for any of you that are very familiar with AKs, this is going to look very familiar. This is, for all intents and purposes, a modified AK. So, pops right out, the same as an AK bolt would. There's your bolt face, extractor. Everything is very, very reminiscent of an AK. So the only difference really is your carrier here, the fact that it's got this removable front piston. It's got some shop cloth. Just gonna spray this down with a bit of G96. Maybe a bit on myself at the same time, just because it, honestly, once you start using this stuff, it smells fantastic. And I know lots of guys joke about using this cologne. I don't think I would actually do that. I don't know I would want solvents like this on my body long term. Probably should be wearing gloves to do this as well, but for the benefit of brevity, I will leave them as they are. Now, Here's your gas tube. You can feel it's a bit loose now, although things are still retained up there. For these guys, what's different from the SIG 550s is how the gas system comes apart at the top. You have to rotate this so the arrow is facing forwards. The flathead screwdriver, it's going to click into place. There's a little detent in there. That's going to allow this to be pulled forward and off. And now you can pull out your piston and gas tube. This isn't going to work so well unless I pull off the full sight. There we go. Okay, we got her. I wasn't sure if I had to pull off the muzzle device or not. You would if you wanted to clean this probably a little better independently. This, if you pulled off this is threaded, pull this off, this would slide right off as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to get my gas tube out of here over the gas block. Not easily, and I don't really feel like marring it up, but for purposes of the video, this just slides on and off and fits back there into the receiver. So that's really all there is to that. You can then see your inside of your stamped upper. And the upper is the serialized portion of the firearm of these. That's what's considered the firearm, is the upper. The lowers, I believe, are not. So really, I'm just gonna wipe all of these down really quickly. This again is, here's your piston, guide rod, recoil, spring, but that's really about it. Just gonna wipe these down really quickly, put them back into the gun, and put it back together. It's essentially all just in reverse, so if you want to end here, feel free. Otherwise, I'm just gonna shut up and quickly put this back together. Looks good. And you're gonna rotate this back down. There's just a lug in here that locks the block to the barrel. Go all the way until it gets in that little groove and the arrow faces back towards yourself. You see there's a little indent right there that captures this roll pin. There's another indent right there when it's at 180 degrees. All right. Just get a good bit of lubricant back on there. I don't shoot this very much since it spends most of its time in storage, so I always like to keep things well lubricated. That slides back in, make sure the bolt is ahead. And slide that back into the rear of the receiver. Slide all the way up, link up with the barrel. You want to make sure that your piston is, there's a little notch in there. Make sure that it's properly located for the cocking handle, which usually takes a bit of force to push back in. Again, you want to make sure you're pushing all the way down on this, and then pull it back out a bit just to make sure that this clicks and locks in. And that's all the hard part. That's from there, it's really just tossing back on the handguard. Getting those into position, and then your front, line up your front receiver here, lower. These just push right back in nice and easy. That's all in as well. And that's it, other than one quick function check. The trigger again is adjustable, so you can get it down pretty nice. 2-stage, hits that trigger shoe, brakes, and then overstop keeps the plunger from going any further. So again, really nice. I really like these things, and I would recommend them, apart from them being probably probably overpriced in the market now. They are still a really cool piece to add to your collection if you're looking at another rifle. So thanks guys, see you next time.